What's up everybody? Today I'm finally fixing my tire rubbing issue. After I put new tires on my Z, I'm rubbing a little bit on the body, on the rear quarter panels. So right now I'm trying to get the wheel off and try to grind some of that quarter panel down. Also I need to lower my car a little bit on the passenger side so everything looks the same-ish. I'm that kind of guy who actually puts the wheels on the car and tightens the lug nuts like as hard as I can, and it's really hard to get them off. So I was like trying hardcore right now to get them off, and I finally did. I loosened them up. I think I'm gonna be needing new lug nuts soon because I just got these ones and they come with a tool, like a deep socket tool to get them in and take them off, whatever. And look at this thing. This is already like stripped hardcore. What is wrong with this? I don't recommend buying these lug nuts. I was talking about them in my previous videos and they're stripping hardcore. So luckily I have 4 more of these. We'll see if they will hold up better. I don't know. Maybe I just stripped this one before trying to get it off. So here's the wheel with the tire, and here you guys can see how bad it rubs. Like right here, it literally like cuts into my tire. It's not like bad, it's not gonna pop my tire or anything, but it like cuts down the thread. And where I think it's rubbing is right on this part, because when the car is lowered, this thing right here is just constantly rubbing when you go over the bumps and stuff. So I'm gonna have to kind of cut it down or whatever. I was gonna like take a hammer and just hammer it, but I don't think that's the good idea, so I'm gonna try to use the angle grinder. Also, I need to cut this bumper because as you can see, it's rubbing like crazy too, but it's plastic, so it's not a big deal. So I just looked under wheel well, and apparently I'm rubbing a lot more than I thought. I'm not only rubbing on this little piece, but I'm also rubbing on the very top here. I told the body shop to get rid of a lot, like to cut a lot out of it. So I'm not gonna rub, and they did cut a lot, but apparently not enough for me to clear my new tires. So what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to take off this whole body kit panel, and then we'll see how much we need to cut. Alright, boys and girls, I got the 2 hardest bolts out. Now I just gotta unbolt everything else completely, and we can take the panel off. Yay! Success! Well, I finally got the panel off, and look how dirty it is. This is very gross. Very gross and dirty. But we'll wipe it down with something, hopefully, and I'm gonna start cutting things down. Probably gonna cut about 1 inch or so down here. I've never done it before. I know there's like 2 layers, so I'm gonna have to cut 1 layer, and I'm probably gonna try to bend over the 2nd layer. Later on, we're probably gonna weld it somewhere. Don't know where, when, and how, but we'll do it sometime for sure. Probably gonna paint over it later on as well. Let's cut that down. All right, we're gonna start with some easy stuff. We're gonna start with the bumper with plastic. Once again, I've never cut anything before. This is a scary tool to use. Oh, it doesn't work. Or does it work? Is it plugged in? It's not plugged in. See, I don't even know how to use this tool. I'm gonna go plug it in. Damn. Okay. Well, I have to cut this little piece because as you guys can see, this is rubbing and it's already done. I'm scared. Let's start. I'm taking it very slow because I don't know what I'm doing. Buying this car, I would never think I'd cut anything on this car, myself, at least. But this is happening. I kind of did an outline of what I need to cut. I'm working on it, okay? So after I cut this piece of plastic bumper thing, there's a mount, the metal mount for the bumper that is not used right here because the quarter's cut. I just decided to bend it down behind the bumper that way so it's not in the way of the tires. And it's also, I don't have to cut it, so I just bent it down. I have a little marker right here I'm doing it all myself. I have no idea how to do things, but I'm gonna just make an outline over here and try to cut it with a grinder so I don't rub on anything. I'll probably do an inch, and then as I cut this, I'm gonna have to cut right on the edge over here. Don't know how that's gonna work, but it should do. Marker, I'm probably gonna end up cutting something like this. Well, I'm gonna have to cut this. I don't know how that's done, but I'm gonna try. Glasses are here to protect my eyes if something flies around, which I hope it doesn't. And I don't know, let's just go and do it. So first attempt, first outline of what I need to cut. Looks decent. I'm really proud of myself. Let's go ahead and try to cut again. Deeper, and we'll see if we get through. It's gonna be an interesting part where I have to cut the edge, but we'll see how that goes. Well, so the cutting went somewhat successful. I cut the first layer on top, so it's through, I cut it through, and now I'm trying to bend it out. This piece was easily like detachable, I don't know, I cut through here, and but what I'm gonna have to do now is to cut on the edge right here, and then do some slit cuts and bend the inner quarter panel over the top. About an hour later, I got everything cut for the most part. I just got a little piece left right here to cut in the very end. And we're done with this side. We'll put the panel, the body kit panel, back on the car, and everything should be decent for now. And I hope it doesn't start rusting like tomorrow. I thought I was filming, but I didn't film it. I didn't have to cut. I literally just took little pliers and I ripped that thing out, and it worked. I also cut my thumb trying to get these things out, and just be careful if you guys do this. I know you guys having a lot of same shots, same shot of me sitting here talking, but I did the slit cuts. I do not need my sunglasses anymore. I'm not cutting anymore here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to bend this over to on top of that, but the thing is, I need the bottom piece of the rear quarter panel to get closer to this. Like, there's a huge gap, and if I start bending it, as you can see right here, it just doesn't get it doesn't get up here. I either need to cut more or I just need to bend it. You guys can totally call me out on this. If I'm doing something wrong, please do let me know, because I don't want to keep doing this wrong. I want to learn, so if you guys want to give me some advice on how to do it better, you totally can. Sick. Ah, this is bad. Why am I doing this? Oh, it's popping back up. Well, okay. Something like this. Alright guys, I don't know why, but I did it. I needed more clearance, and here we go. This is all now like hammered over to the quarter panel. I will need someone to weld it or do something with it. I do have a friend who can do this for me. Hopefully everything will be clear now. Hopefully I won't rub right here. I might cut a little bit of that or just hammer that down. My camera was acting super weird. I couldn't focus anything, but once again everything is done. All I have to do is to put the body kit panel back on the car. The panel is finally back on the car. Now all I have to do for this side of the car is to put the mudguard back. Hey there. I would say all this side is done. So let's clean up, put the wheel back on the car, and see how everything looks. The wheel goes back on the car. There we go. Not even close to rubbing. That's very good. Oh, Jesus. Every time you work in someone's garage, respect them and clean up after you did your stuff. So I'm gonna sweep here. Look at that. So much stuff here. Jesus Christ. It's going.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to camera. So remember how I told you that I love my lug nuts really tight? I'm that kind of guy who actually puts the wheels on the car and tightens the lug nuts like as hard as I can. Yeah, I was trying to undo this one, and guess what? This. I'm gonna focus. Look. Oh shit, is it dirty? No. Here, look at this thing. This thing snapped, and Caleb is gonna hate me because I broke a lot of his tools, but I bought all of them, so I mean I'm buying him tools back that I break, so I broke this one. And it's a 24-inch super long thingy, you know? I'm just so disappointed with myself right now, so wheels off. Alright, so I removed the panel, the other side panel, the one that was shipped damaged, and apparently I don't think it's gonna straighten out on itself, by itself. It's still bent, and I'm probably gonna send pictures to the guy who told me to send him pictures from the company who makes these body kits and stuff, and we'll see if he sends me a new one or we'll work something out. I don't know. My body shop couldn't fit the gas cap to, like, they couldn't make it open all the way, so they had to send some of it down, but the fact that this was bent anyway is there. It's fact. So this whole line goes straight, but then right here it's bent. I said bent too many times, but anyway, let's go ahead and cut this bumper piece. Well, it's been a very long day, so I decided to not cut anything else today. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put everything back together for now, because it's late, and I also need to adjust my clutch. I'm still working on that.
Oil.
Oh yeah, that would be bad. Oh,
Or like...
I just realized that wasn't filming.
Really? That's rip. I hate when that happens. I've done that a lot. Or realize that your mic's off. That's
yeah.
That's probably more reflection. Well, actually, I don't know.
Both suck a lot. Alright, I put everything back together. The wheel is gonna go on. I'm filming it second time because I wasn't filming it the first time, and yeah. I was adjusting the clutch also. I wasn't filming that because it's pretty easy, and I don't know, on 350Zs the clutch is always engaged very high, like when you almost unpress the clutch, it engages there. And I just got a new clutch, so I needed to adjust that, and I'm working on that still. It's super late, I haven't ate anything. But this video isn't complete without this little kitten.
He's just like an oil drain pan plug bolt thing.
Hey buddy! He's so scared.
Yeah, he's just looking at that thing. Like,
he's so cute though.
Alright, you probably shouldn't play with that. That's probably really gross.
That's how you do with the dogs, like. But with it, what do you do with the cats to get them? Like?
I don't know. Cats don't really listen to anything.
Hey you.
Hey, get over here.
Hey Axel. He probably doesn't even know his name yet.
No, definitely not.
Did you come up with something smart to say?
No. Still nothing.
Okay. Oh well. Today I finally fixed my rubbing tire issue. I will have to cut the second side, the passenger side. I will have to lower that side a little bit as well. I tried to get this clutch mod thing. There's like a bolt thing that you can adjust. Clutch engagement point would be different. Different cars have different adjustments and stuff, but in 350Zs, if you adjust it for a lower engagement point, pedal still will engage on the very top, but the pedal travel would be less. Your pedal would travel less, but it would still engage on the very top. It's weird. The pedal like doesn't go all the way up. It gets stuck like halfway or whatever you adjust it to, and then you can push it with your foot back up all the way. It's super weird. I can't really adjust it. It feels very stupidly soft right now. I don't know why. The first inch is like very soft. Yeah, it sounded weird anyway. But yeah, everything that I was planning to get done is done. It's super late, it's like 12 a.m. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'm sorry my hair looks stupid bad and everything just bad, but it's been an awesome day. I had a day off for once, and I'm really thankful that I was able to spend the day with my car and Caleb and do stuff to my car. Cut my car was really scary, but whatever. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Stay positive. Bye!